And hello guys, it's good to see you back again. It's time to spend a little bit more time on this slope-intercept form for the equation of a line. And so what I want to do here to show you something right quick is show you how to derive the equation of a line from the graph of the line. Okay, so we have this graph of a line here. We have a couple of points on the line. We have 0, 2. We have 5, 4. These are our points on that line. What I'd like to do is come up with the equation of that line. I'd like to come up with the right equation that matches that line. That's where I want to go here. And so let's take a look and remind ourselves of slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay, and so we're going to take this information and plug it into this format to see how we can come up with the equation of that line. First of all, we know that b here is the y-intercept. And so the y-intercept for this line is 2. So we simply put a 2 here, and that's a positive 2. That's my y-intercept. That's the first place I want to go to work my way through this. Okay, now my x is here, my y is here. The only thing that I'm lacking is my slope, m. I need to know my slope. So I'd like to know my slope as I go from here to here. A couple ways to do that. I could use the math formulas to do it. I could subtract the y's and go 4 minus 2, okay? 4 minus 2, and subtract the x's, 5 minus 0. Now remember, if I go 4 minus 2, I must go 5 minus 0. I must keep the same order of the subtraction. I cannot go 4 minus 2, but then go the other way to subtract 0 minus 5. That would be wrong. If I start here 4 minus 2 for the y values, then I must start here 5 minus 0 for the x values. That's the key in keeping that straight. So that would give me a slope of 2/5. 2/5. All right. I'm curious though. Let's count that and check it. If we run here, okay, if we run here from 0 out to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we just ran 5 spaces. And if we count up from 2, 1, okay, right there, we would run there and we would go up 2 spaces. Now I'm a little bit off on my scale there, but it's okay. So a rise of 2. All right, rise of 2. Essentially, though, what we have now in that slope is the m value. 2/5. This is my slope. So, when you see the equation of a line, or when you see a line on a graph that's graphed on the board like this, if you can know the y-intercept, and you can either count the slope, or you can get another point, and you can use the slope formula, you can create very quickly the equation of that line. Let's give you one to do for a quick practice problem, if you would. This time we'll make the slope negative. Okay, I'm going to switch here. Alright, so this time we're going to say, let's just put a point here, and let's put a point here, and let's draw this line. Now we're looking for the equation of this line. I'm going to just tell you that this point right here is 0, 8. And this point right here, I'm going to say that it is 3, I'm going to say it's 3, 7. 3, 7. Okay? Now, with this information, you have enough information now to create the equation of that line based on what we did. Pause the video, take a look back at your notes, see what we did before, and see if you can match in here. And then I'll be right back with you to solve this with you. Okay, good. I'm glad you're back. So let's take a quick look here and see what we've got. What we know, starting with the y-intercept here, is we have a y-intercept of 8, or 0, 8. All right? And we know this is coming here. We know the x is there. We know that this is here. The only missing piece is m, or the slope. We need to know the slope of this line. Well, we do know that it's negative because it's downhill, but let's just kind of check it and see what we've got. One way we could check it is just to count the slope with the rise and the run. To get from this point to this point, I would need to run over here. It looks like 3 spaces. To get from 0 to 3, that would be a run of 3. Okay? And then to get down, okay, so we got a run, 3. And then to get down from over the top of that, I'd go 8 down to 7. 8 down to 7, and that would be a rise of -1. Now, if we work that slope out mathematically, again, we know we would be subtracting the y values. So I'd say something like 8 minus 7. Okay, 8 minus 7 to subtract the y values. And then I would subtract the x values, and that'd be 0 minus 3. Remember, if we go 8 minus 7, we can't go 3 minus 0. If we go 8 minus 7, we must keep the order and go 0 minus 3. And so this gets me a slope, again, we already know it from here, but just checking it, gets me a slope of 1 over -3. 1 over -3 is my slope then. And so that's what I saw here. I saw a rise of -1, and that. So I have a negative slope, and it is -1/3. So a slope of -1/3. All right, now hop on into your homework, and I'll see you back for the next video. Thank you.